It's been a minute since we did an unboxing and I thought we need to get some fresh stuff on. So bought a watch in the box, gonna unbox it. This is going to be the part one of this particular two-part series where we focus on the origins of this watch, the implications of the country of origin and what it means to watchmaking today. And I thought it's time we do a little sort of bit of a deep dive of what the meaning of this watch and the brand and the country that this comes from. Okay, well, that was relatively easy, but for those of you who can read Chinese, you know what it is. For those of you who can't, Seagull. Because this is called watch logistics, it's become a bit of a tradition now where we talk about the logistics of the watch in terms of how we bought it, where it came from, and so forth. Seagull has been around for a long, long time. It's one of the most recognized brands in China for watchmaking. I've been thinking about this particular watch for some time because it is actually a very attractive watch. And for those of you who knows this brand, you probably already know what it is. I wanted to buy this watch, and like all Chinese brands, it was on their own website, and there's many other websites that's copycat-ish. And I've been bitten quite hard when I went to a similar looking website, bought a watch, the watch never showed up, and later realized that there is something bigger at foot in terms of a scam type of thing. I clicked on a website, it was pumped up by a very famous YouTube channel, and the watch never showed up. And I'm sure there are a lot of you out there that has similar experiences such as that. If you do, leave us a comment and tell us what the dramas you went through in you losing money. So let's get back to this. Ordered online. I didn't buy this from AliExpress. I wanted to review this watch for exactly what it is. So I went onto the official website and I bought it directly from there. Yes, I paid more than I would have had I found this watch on eBay. But even then, it wasn't a lot of money. There was a free engraving service on the website when you bought the watch. So I did it because it's our parent company's 10th year anniversary. So I gave them instructions to inscribe a 10-year anniversary message on the case back. That was essentially communicated within an hour of me buying it. It was engraved and ready to be shipped that very day. And the way they communicated, it was no frills, but it was effective. And we liked that in 2024. It came from, again, the other three-letter company that we often talk about. There's that. And voila. One of the most solid cardboard boxes I've seen in some time. Oh, even made a thud. Anyway, what is all this stuff? Okay, don't know what this can is. Is a mince. Ooh, it's a nice lapel pin. Okay, so this is the, so celebrating the 60th anniversary of this watch, and it's apparently a limited edition. And we have a stabber which to change the straps with, which is always appreciated because watch lovers, we love to play with our watches, right? Okay, so this is the famous Seagull 1963 military style watch. Let's have a look. Some of the YouTubers, because they don't read Chinese, they don't know what it says on the back of the watch. It simply says Tianjin Watch Factory. And then you got the star and you got China. And underneath that, you got 1963. That's the empty box. Quite nice. I like it. So let's quickly look at the NATO strap, give that a check. The grey NATO, I think it will look great on the watch, although I'm actually liking it on the very supple leather strap. It says genuine leather. I think this could be horse leather. Poor horsies. I must say, in my hand, this actually blew my expectation out of the water. It really did. I was expecting something a little bit flimsy, a little bit gimmicky, a little bit toy-ish. I mean, I'm actually quickly falling in love with a watch in front of your eyes right now. The champagne dial with the blue hour, minute, and the chronograph hands. Silly me. I'm going, this chronograph's not working. I'm going, no, made in China. It's a hand wind movement, La. You need the hand wind to give it some energy so it then moves. Everything works, bounces back right onto the 60 dot. Perfect. The blue hands are wonderful. I paid $550 for this watch on the Seagull official site. I'm glad I went to the original store and bought this original watch in its form because I've handled some watches in my time and everything about this is executed perfectly for the price. If this was, say, a Salida 200 and had a Swiss name on it, this will be at least $1,500, $2,000. And I think the quality will be exactly the same. It's not trying to be anyone else. It's taking a design from its archives back in 1963. It was built for the military and it has that really beautiful vintage feel to it. It's got quite a bit of heft to it in terms of weight. Seagull makes their own movements and they in fact make a lot of movements that goes into a lot of other watches. A lot of micro brands are using their movements. Seagull, I would dare say, they even make all of the parts, straps, pushers. The Chinese watch industry is, whilst we can laugh at them by being a counterfeit replica industry, at the same time, I think they're a little bit more than that now because let's face it, many, many foreign companies have gone in there and have their parts made there. Many Swiss watches. What you think you're wearing is Swiss in the true essence of Swiss made. It's not Swiss made. A lot of it will be Chinese made. This is a stunning piece. I highly recommend anyone who's watching this that have been thinking about this to go and splurge on it. But this is the first Chinese, self-identified Chinese or self-respecting Chinese brand that I bought. And I'm not only delightfully surprised, I'm actually delightfully in awe of what this is. Let me try it on to my wrist. I think the size case is about 38 mil. This would have looked really nice on the 36, but I think for my actual wrist, this is probably a better fit and better look from an outsider's perspective. And I love it. Can't talk enough about it. I know I had all this speech ready to ridicule, to make fun and all that sort of stuff, but I'm a little bit shell-shocked in terms of how great it is. The charm of it having a red star, and then underneath you got the Chinese characters. And I think for them to do that, somebody's using their brain, and you can tell they're very proud of their heritage. For most part, there are still a lot of the Chinese manufacturers that do things that are not yet too proud of what, their heritage because of the West spices against made in China. So they try to suggest everything else but that. But here's a watch company that openly identifies themselves with clear writing in its own language of what it is. And for that, I applaud them. Seagull, well done.
Watch logistics, keep them ticking like a fox, yeah. Unbox, review, band to the bezel, no flex. Subscribe, like, comment, we be on that quest. Yeah, I love it. This passion is public. Them watches we cover, and haters can't touch it. Ay.